Why is Snake Island forbidden? For thousands of years, the ocean acted like an invisible wall. The snakes on Snake Island could not leave. New snakes from the mainland could not arrive. Generation after generation, the population remained isolated. And isolation is one of evolution's most powerful forces. When animals become separated from the rest of their species, nature begins conducting its own experiment. Small differences appear. The individuals best suited to the new environment survive. Those traits are passed to the next generation. Given enough time, a familiar species can become something entirely unique. That is exactly what happened on Snake Island. The golden lancehead did not suddenly appear overnight. Its ancestors were ordinary lancehead pit vipers living throughout mainland Brazil. But once rising sea levels surrounded the island, their future changed forever. Without mammals to hunt, survival depended almost entirely on migratory birds. That challenge rewarded speed, precision, efficiency. A bird that escaped into the sky represented a meal lost forever. Over countless generations, natural selection favored snakes whose venom acted more rapidly. Scientists studying the species have found that its venom contains powerful toxins capable of causing severe damage to tissue and disrupting blood circulation. For birds, the effect can be devastatingly fast. The prey has little opportunity to fly away before the venom begins taking effect. To biologists, this is far more than a frightening adaptation. It is evidence of evolution happening in response to a changing environment. The island itself became an enormous natural laboratory. Every tree, every cliff, every hunting opportunity shaped the species little by little. Perhaps the most remarkable fact is that the golden lancehead now exists nowhere else on Earth. If Snake Island were destroyed, the species could disappear forever. That is one reason the Brazilian government protects the island so carefully. Keeping people away is not only about human safety, it is also about protecting an extremely rare ecosystem. Ironically, the snakes face dangers of their own. Illegal wildlife traffickers have long sought rare reptiles for the international black market. Because the golden lancehead exists only on one island, collectors have sometimes attempted to capture them illegally. Conservation officers work to prevent this from happening. The fewer disturbances the island experiences, the greater the chance this unique species will survive into the future. And the snakes may offer something else of extraordinary value: medicine. Throughout history, some of humanity's most important medicines have originated from natural toxins. The venom of certain snakes has already contributed to drugs used for treating high blood pressure and other medical conditions. Researchers continue studying the golden lancehead's venom in hopes of discovering compounds that could one day help save lives. It is one of nature's greatest paradoxes. The same substance capable of causing tremendous harm may also contain ingredients that heal. Nature often works that way. The deadliest organisms sometimes hold the greatest scientific value. Yet, despite years of research, myths about Snake Island continue spreading across the internet. One popular claim insists there is a snake behind every single step. Another says no human can survive more than a few minutes after landing. Others describe the island as a place where escape is impossible. The reality is both less dramatic and far more interesting. The island is certainly dangerous. Extreme caution is essential. Professional researchers wear protective equipment, carefully plan their movements, and often work in teams. Medical support is arranged before every expedition. No responsible scientist treats Snake Island casually. But it is not a horror movie. The snakes do not actively hunt people. They do not chase visitors through the forest. Like most wild animals, they prefer avoiding conflict whenever possible. Respecting wildlife is often far safer than fearing it. Perhaps that is the greatest misunderstanding about places like Snake Island. Humans tend to label dangerous animals as monsters. Nature does not. A snake has no interest in becoming famous. It is simply trying to survive. Everything about its behavior has been shaped by millions of years of evolution. Its venom, its camouflage, its hunting strategy, its instincts. None of these developed because humans existed. They developed because nature rewarded whatever worked. Snake Island reminds us that evolution never stops. The world around us is constantly changing. Species continue adapting to new environments. Some succeed, others disappear. The process has shaped life on Earth for hundreds of millions of years, and it continues today. Perhaps the most fascinating lesson hidden within this tiny island has nothing to do with venom at all. It is about isolation. Throughout history, isolated islands have produced some of the most unusual creatures ever discovered. The giant tortoises of the Galapagos, the unique wildlife of Madagascar, the extraordinary birds of New Zealand. Separated from the rest of the world, evolution followed different paths. Snake Island is another chapter in that remarkable story. A reminder that, when nature is given enough time, it can produce outcomes more extraordinary than fiction. Standing just offshore, the island appears peaceful. The trees sway gently in the wind. Seabirds circle overhead. The waves continue their endless rhythm against the rocks. Nothing suggests that one of Earth's most remarkable evolutionary experiments is unfolding beneath the leaves. Sometimes the most extraordinary places are not hidden beneath the ocean or buried beneath ancient ruins. Sometimes they are visible on every map, waiting quietly in plain sight. Protected not because they contain supernatural secrets, but because they reveal something even more incredible: the endless creativity of evolution itself. Perhaps that is the true mystery of Snake Island. Not why it is forbidden, but how a small piece of land, isolated by the sea, became home to one of the rarest and most scientifically valuable snakes on Earth. And in doing so, reminded us that the greatest wonders are often created not by humanity, but by nature's patience over thousands of years. There is something strangely ironic about Snake Island. Most people know it as one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Scientists know it as one of the most valuable. The same island that keeps tourists away has become an extraordinary source of scientific discovery. Every authorized expedition to Ilha da Queimada Grande has a carefully planned purpose. Researchers do not travel there looking for adventure. They come to understand evolution, to study biodiversity, to collect data that may one day improve medicine. Every visit is limited. Every movement is carefully planned. Because on an island where thousands of venomous snakes live, even routine fieldwork demands patience and precision. The golden lancehead has become one of the world's most closely studied vipers, not simply because its venom is powerful, but because it is unique. Over thousands of years of isolation, its venom evolved differently from that of its mainland relatives. Scientists have discovered that the toxins attack the body in remarkably efficient ways, helping the snake capture fast-moving birds before they can escape. To a biologist, this is a remarkable example of natural selection. To a medical researcher, it is something else entirely: a library of molecules. Modern medicine has repeatedly demonstrated that dangerous organisms can provide life-saving discoveries. Compounds originally found in snake venom have contributed to medicines used to treat heart disease and high blood pressure. Other venom-derived compounds are being investigated for treating blood disorders, chronic pain, and even certain forms of cancer. Every unique species carries chemical solutions that evolution has spent millions of years refining.
The golden lancehead may hold medical secrets that humanity has only begun to understand. But preserving those secrets requires protecting the animal itself. That is one reason the Brazilian government continues restricting access to the island. The goal is not to hide a mystery. It is to prevent unnecessary accidents while safeguarding an irreplaceable ecosystem. Unfortunately, rarity creates another problem: illegal wildlife trafficking. Because the golden lancehead exists nowhere else on Earth, collectors have attempted to capture these snakes for the international black market. A single rare reptile can be worth an astonishing amount of money to illegal buyers. Removing even a small number of animals from such an isolated population can threaten the long-term survival of the species. Conservation officers work constantly to prevent that from happening. The fewer disturbances the island experiences, the better its chances of remaining healthy. Despite these facts, the internet has transformed Snake Island into something almost mythical. Videos claim there is a snake on every square meter. Stories describe forests where every branch hides another viper. Some videos insist that landing on the island guarantees death within minutes. These dramatic claims attract millions of views. Reality is less sensational. Modern surveys indicate that snake populations vary across the island. Some areas contain many more snakes than others. Researchers who visit with proper preparation can conduct their work safely, although the risk is always taken seriously. The island is unquestionably dangerous, but danger should never be confused with fantasy. The snakes are not monsters. They are predators perfectly adapted to their environment. Like almost every wild snake, the golden lancehead avoids unnecessary conflict. It does not hunt humans. It has no interest in attacking people unless it feels threatened. In truth, humans have historically posed a far greater threat to snakes than snakes have posed to humans. Perhaps that is the greatest lesson Snake Island offers. Fear often grows where knowledge is limited. The less we understand something, the easier it becomes to exaggerate it. A protected island becomes a forbidden island. A rare species becomes a monster. Scientific caution becomes evidence of hidden secrets. Yet the real story is already extraordinary enough. An isolated island. A unique venomous snake found nowhere else. Thousands of years of evolution unfolding without interruption. Groundbreaking medical research. One tiny piece of land preserving a chapter of natural history that cannot be recreated anywhere else. Snake Island reminds us that Earth's greatest mysteries are not always ancient temples or hidden treasure. Sometimes they are living ecosystems balanced so delicately that a single mistake could change them forever. Across our planet, isolated islands continue serving as natural laboratories. The Galapagos revealed how species evolve. Madagascar became home to wildlife found nowhere else. Snake Island tells another version of the same story. Isolation creates uniqueness, and uniqueness deserves protection. The next time you see photographs of Snake Island, it may be tempting to focus only on the danger, the venom, the warning signs, the stories shared online. But look beyond the headlines, because the true wonder of this island is not how many snakes live there. It is how evolution transformed an ordinary population into something completely unique through nothing more than time, isolation, and the relentless pressure of survival. Nature did not build Snake Island to frighten us. It built Snake Island to remind us how extraordinary life can become when left to follow its own path. Perhaps the greatest mystery was never why the island is forbidden. The greatest mystery is how many other remarkable places still exist across our planet, quietly evolving, waiting to teach us lessons we have not yet learned.